So this is my old green one that I painted matte black. I'm a little bored with the matte black color, so I think we're going to paint this one today.
All right, so we're going to be repainting this lid. So since it's already been painted one time, I'm going to use a 220 grit sandpaper just to kind of scuff this up a little bit, give it some tack so it has something to hold on to. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to paint this. I've used engine enamel paint, caliper paint, high heat grill paint. Just check the rating on it. The grills typically only go up to about 600 degrees. This is rated for 650 degrees Fahrenheit. So as long as you don't do any prolonged high heat grilling, this application should be fine. All right, here we go.
So you typically hold it about 6-8 inches away? Maybe?
Probably 8 inches away. Depends.
Just do
You want to do a lot of light coats instead of a heavy coat because you'll get drips if you do too heavy.
How many cues have you painted so far?
Probably about a dozen.
It's almost looking like a copper.
This is an engine metallic paint, which I've never used, so this is going to be an experiment for me as well. You always just want to keep the can moving so you don't get any drips.
So after you paint the lid, then how do you cure the paint?
Check the instructions that are on the can, but typically the curing is done. You have to wait for it to dry for usually 24 hours or more. Then you just put the lid back on the grill and you put the grill on its lowest setting. And you put it on its lowest setting, about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Try to do that for 1 hour. I usually set timers for 30 minutes. Take a look at it, see if it's bubbling. If it's bubbling, I shut the heat off and open up the lid so the bubbles can relax. I only had one grill that bubbled really badly. I ended up just waiting a day, sanding it down again, painting it again, and curing it again, and it was fine. So I don't know what the issue was with that, but it can happen. I usually do about 3 light coats.
It's definitely a one-of-a-kind Weber Q now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, when I painted it the flat black, some viewers said it looked a little boring, and at first I really liked it, but it did get a little boring flat black.
Out of all the grills that I refinished, the only one that I didn't sell in its original format was the flat black.
Really?
I bought a gloss black and it sold the next day. So
interesting.
just take a look, make sure you didn't miss any spots. You want to try to not get it on the underside of the lid because then you'll be actually hitting it with fire.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to happen. All right, so now we're gonna open this up. A lot of the stuff is cooked off. That's what this gray ash is. We're gonna scrape this again. And that's it. These are the newer cast iron enameled grates. So you don't need to season these like you would a cast iron grates or cast iron skillet. But what I'd normally do is put a layer of Crisco on this, very thin layer. Just let it sit there for another hour, whatever it takes for it to cool down, and then they're all seasoned and all done.
All right, so Sean, thanks again for having me up to Boston. Really appreciate it. These grills look terrific. I found that one in a transfer station, and look at it, it looks great.
Yep.
I would eat off of that any day. So thanks again. Thanks for showing me how to restore these Weber Qs. I think you viewers, I think you're gonna appreciate some of these tips and tricks. Really cool. Anything else you wanna leave us with?
Always keep your grills clean. If you clean your grills, these Weber Qs will last for years.
Great. So if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos come out. If you have any comments, leave some comments down below. I'd love to know what you think about how we restored these Weber Qs. And of course, keep on grilling.